So, hello, once again, I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. As always, today too, I'm recording locally and streaming. Today is on YouTube live service. Let me check out the stream if it works properly on my Vivaldi browser. Here we are. Okay, seemingly it works just fine. Cool. So yeah, before I will continue, let me show you also the system information by using the system settings. Going to about the system, and here we are. CachyOS Linux, KDE Plasma 6.6.5. The kernel is version 7 something, Wayland of course. And the system has, as I said, an AMD CPU, AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the GPU is also AMD. It's Radeon RX 6800M, and the system also has 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SSD storage. Let us go now to the terminal. Zoom in a bit. I think this is fine. You can pause the stream or later on the YouTube channel the video when it will be available, and take a good look in the system information at your own pace. But please pay attention that today I'm streaming and recording, and in general I'm driving the system in a full 4K resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz, but I'm using a scale of 1.5 or 150% if you prefer. However, the recording and the streaming are just 30 FPS. So with all these things out of the way, let me show you and tell you what I have been doing with the system. So this time around I try to do everything as much as possible via the script, the camouflage script that I have been using to the other Linux distributions that I have been trying in the past. But once again I'm getting ahead of myself. All these things like CachyOS KDE, what are those things? Let us find out by reading the websites. Sorry, always getting ahead of myself. This is the official website for CachyOS. I think it's pronounced Cachy, sorry. Performance first Linux, built on Arch. CachyOS ships every package optimized for your CPU, compiled with x86, 64, v3, v4 and Zen 4 instructions, LTO and PGO, on top of a custom kernel with a tuned EEVDF scheduler. The result? A noticeably faster Arch Linux experience with the same rolling release flexibility you expect. And of course you can read so many things here, and of course you can download the system itself. And then this is the official website for KDE Plasma. Maybe they have changed it today or yesterday, because I had trouble accessing the website yesterday as well. Maybe something in the background, but anyway, here it is today. A bit different than the other one yesterday. Plasma is a desktop. Use Plasma to serve the web, keep in touch with colleagues, friends and family, manage your files, enjoy music and videos, and get creative and productive at work. Do it all in a beautiful environment that adapts to your needs, and with the safety, privacy protection and peace of mind that the best free open source software has to offer. Truth be told, I didn't get around to reading anything on this website. As I said, it seems new to me, at least compared to yesterday. It says here about Plasma 6.6, latest release, Plasma 6.6, the one that I'm using now. It's all about making your life as easy as possible without sacrificing any flexibility. Anyway, it has I'm sure plenty of good information. And speaking of updates, it seems that I have on Cachy update few updates, but I will leave them be for now. Anyway, this is the official website for Arch Linux, which I could not find CachyOS, an English version of this CachyOS Wikipedia. So it seems that themselves on the German version they point to this one, which basically, as I said, it's the Arch Linux Wikipedia page, and it's mentioned here on the derivatives and other products, and near the bottom here, or if you want at the bottom of it, CachyOS is a Linux distribution based on Arch Linux with many changes and optimizations intended to improve performance on newer hardware developed for gaming on Linux, among other things. As of March 2026, CachyOS is the most popular desktop distro on ProtonDB, overtaking Arch Linux. And yeah, this is the official website, Wikipedia website regarding KDE Plasma. KDE Plasma is a graphical shell developed by the KDE community for Unix-like operating systems. It serves as the interface layer between the user and the operating system, providing a graphical user interface (GUI) and workspace environment for launching applications, managing windows, and interacting with files and system settings. Plasma is designed to be modular and adaptable, with different variants tailored for specific device types, such as Plasma Desktop for personal computers and Plasma Mobile for smartphones. Yada yada yada. So yeah, So, as I was saying, back to my customization adventures and the CachyOS. Here we are. This is my top menu bar, top panel if you prefer. This is the date and time, the calendar, exactly as I want it to be, because I live here in Sweden, and this is much what I prefer. I've been trying to find a solution for this double score here, for this double dot. I wish I was able to customize it to be just one dot, but I could not find it just yet. Maybe I'm an old cow, I don't know. Anyway, this is the weather. I like it quite a lot. Weather details, forecast, day chart, more info, etc, etc. Amazing stuff. And then these are extra tools regarding the usage of the system. For example, this one is Cachy Update. You can update all the system's apps regardless of where they came from. Right now I will not do it. I will keep using the system. And yeah, and this is the application launcher, the start menu if you will, if you are coming from Windows. And you can find all the apps here. I guess you can do some simple math like this. Cool stuff. And of course, I've mentioned the other day that I have installed plenty of apps that I usually install on all of my Linux distributions that I have been trying. And you will see pretty soon how they are working. And this is the dock that I have been using. Customized to my preferred way. And yeah, let's check out the OBS settings and then we'll come back and keep going with the tests. These are the OBS settings for today. So as I said, the video is full 4K resolution, but 30 FPS. And then for output, today I'm using the hardware settings, both for audio and video, FFmpeg AAC and FFmpeg VAPI H.264. 30,000 bitrate, and for recording I'm using the MKV file. So yeah, this is it, and hopefully the stream works fine. Hopefully everything works fine for the stream and the recording. We will see, remains to be seen. But yeah, this is the customization, the rising if you want, if you will, so far. And keep always in mind, I just used the tools that came with the system and the camouflage script that I have been developing, so to speak. Plenty of experimentation going on for it. And truth be told, even without the Qt5 or Qt6 settings apps, I had plenty of good success so far. So let's see how things are going. System settings, volume control. As you can see, everything goes well with these apps appearance wise. They are adhering to the colors, the theme, the tools that I have been using. Let me move this one. These are the superpowers regarding the tiling. I love this tiling solution, mouse tiler. We will keep on going. Tenacity. I had problems with this one on Fedora for some reason. I remember if it was Fedora, right? I think it was Fedora. If I had the volume control first loaded, the app wouldn't load. This one or Audacity, I think. But so far so good. GIMP. I will not load all the apps. I just want to load a few important for me apps. And so far, as you can see, everything goes well. Kdenlive. And then let us load the LibreOffice Writer even. We'll do a proper test tomorrow. Most probably I will try to run the game Final Fantasy XIV together with all, if not all, most if not all apps of the system, and see how that will go at 60 FPS too. This is the test that I always do when I'm using this. If you know, you know, just fine. Let's load a few more apps like Inkscape, for example. Yeah, as you can see, all the apps, no problem at all so far. At least compared to yesterday, which was like a mixed bag, a very, very mixed bag. And then little details like, for example, when using GIMP, I will show you this one. For example, I will go this one. It's just a silly test, but not performance-wise or how it functions, but the appearance, because I nailed it. So yeah, when I was doing this thing, for example, export as, and I don't know, this is test even, export. This window here was like bright, totally. Well, if you remember, the whole app was bright, but even after some experiments, it was still bright. But right now I have fixed this as well. So yeah, hopefully I'll get around tomorrow, and when we will be testing the game at 60 FPS, everything running at 60 FPS, if the Kwin scripts will be working fine and all that. We'll see how deep, how successful was the customization. So far, one thing that I noticed was the OBS Studio. It just refuses to use my preferred font. As I said, no cow and all that, maybe the problem is me. But that one, I remember for sure that it wouldn't follow my commands. It totally ignores me. But still, it's a good blend for my theme. Bright colors here and there. Yeah, good match all in all by default. But still, I would like to have it my own font. And as you saw the other day, this is the terminal. I think it's. It came out quite well, just like in the past few Linux distributions. I'm trying to have the Swedish flag colors like blue and yellow. sorry. And of course a little bit of a cherry on top, the purple color on the prompt to match up perfectly with the theme and all that. The theme colors, that is. And yeah, and also this is Alacrity. It looks good as well, I think. So both of them using basically the customizations that I have done, and both to my eyes are pleasant. And yeah, I will keep on going. Totally a work in progress. Still have no idea how Sally works. Truth be told, I didn't have much time to delve into it. For example, the app images. If I will go, I will go here and search for something. I don't know, like this one. it comes here and I can install it. If I'll go here, I can search for something, I don't know, Kdenlive maybe. It comes and I can install it. These are the Flatpaks. Kdenlive, boom. I can install it just fine, but up images, I don't know what is happening. Pressing enter, maybe I need to sync all, I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't think that's it, but yeah, of course, I don't know what is happening with it. And then I enable this one. It's supposedly our recommended apps. So this really, it seems like you can use it like some kind of an app store, like the GNOME software store, I don't know. But it seems nice, it seems nice. And for example, I can click on LibreWolf. And as you can see, nothing happens, but at least I can click on here and download it. I think, I haven't tried it. Yeah, plenty of stuff that I still haven't the time to fix. Anyway, this was it for today. I don't want to drag this any longer. As always, thank you for everything and see you on the next one. Bye!